Welcome back. You're now tuned into the other side of sports. I'm your host, Laws in the building. It's me, it's Aaron. We in the building, rocking out. You already know. We in here, got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're gonna get into the sports stuff. Question of the day. Gonna hop into that right quick. It's a doozy. All right, it says I'm 35, my wife is 33. She has a close friend, and they have been texting almost every day for the last 6 to 8 years, even till today. We're both in our late 30s, and we have been married for about 10 years. We have absolute trust in each other and absolutely hide nothing from each other. We have complete confidence in each other when it comes to socializing with friends from the opposite gender. Unfortunately, not for this specific one guy. He was her colleague for a previous company, and they have known each other for a very long time. I do happen to know him as well and found him to be a nice guy initially. From the start, I know they have frequent and daily communication via text, got nicknames for each other, all of that stuff. In the recent few years, my wife got an overseas job and had to relocate. Right before she flew, he wanted to meet and gave her some stuff. He told her that he actually liked her all along, all this despite he himself is engaged with a girlfriend that's going to be his wife. We're very open in our relationship, so my wife told me straight away what happened. From then on, I lost respect for this guy. I'm not sure what his purpose is in revealing this to her, what's on his mind. I can't even imagine what would happen if his current wife was to know the truth about what he said to my wife. A couple of years have passed until date. They're still texting each other. I want to reiterate that I have absolute trust in my wife, and she finds it okay to keep texting him. I will be okay too. Doesn't mean that I will be happy about it. I have asked and talked to my wife about how I felt about the constant messages, and she reassured me that he's just a good friend who can provide listening ears, perhaps gossip, etc. To be honest, I actually loathe the whole idea very much, and I bear so much hatred towards this guy. No matter how good of a friend he is, I'm not sure if it makes sense to text every single day. Mostly coming from this guy, of course. My stand as a fellow man is this: if you have told a girl that you liked there if you told a girl that you like her, there's no way the feeling will ever be gone, especially when a girl is willing to keep texting you back. And I'm very sure if something happens in our relationship, he will be the first to pounce on her and ditch his wife. I am I making a lot of assumptions, but I don't know what to do. What should I do?
You got this. You married.
Dog, hold on. Let's put the kid in the same situation. My wife got a friend she known Alabama since childhood. They've been rock well, not childhood, but they've known each other a long time. I don't know if he knew they know have has he known her as long as they've been in a relationship? Because that matters too. But let's just say they known each other a very, very long time before I came on the scene, all like that. Um, they text every day. I guess for me personally, I will probably want to know I would want to know more, dog. Like I would ask more questions. Like I would ask questions around like what what is the necessity of you guys communicating every day? Like, and really try to understand, what purpose this person serves. Cause clearly,
So, so let me ask this: as a
yeah,
married man, do you believe men and women can be friends? Because I
I
think that
do.
plays a big part in
I think I
texting
think
every day.
so. This is the thing. I think yes, they can be friends, but what is a friendship, dog? I have a lot of friends, dog. You probably my best friend, dog, on this side of the earth. We talk a lot, but we don't talk every single day and every like I just I mean I don't know, dog. I don't know. But Scratch all that. If a Bama disrespect me though and jump out there, he got to see me, Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Like, bump all that. Y'all can talk every day. I don't care. Once I find out that the Bama crossed the boundaries, he got to see me.
He was trying to get some going away cheeks when he heard that she was about to
He
roll
tried
out.
to shoot his shot, dog. And the thing is, she should have told him he told me. Because right now, I'm telling you, dog, this is the dynamic. You cool, you sitting back on the back line, whatever, trying to chill and act regular. Dog, the fact if she told him that she told you and you know about the Bama confessed his love and he's still texting every day, he think you a sucker. Aaron, am I lying?
No, that's pretty much in line.
If he know that you know and he's still, you know what I'm saying, rapping to her every day and she still texting, he think you a cold square, dog. That's just the bottom line. So you might need to show up with the gloves on and show him you ain't no square, dog.
But
Cause
that ship sailed. Like once a guy put you in a box as a sucker, you got to damn near kill a nigga to get out of that
yeah,
box.
you do got
You got to bust
you
your
gotta
gun
go
to
John
get out
Moran
of that
style,
joint.
bust your
Yeah.
you got to show up.
You
You
got to lay
got to do
something
an
down.
IG post
Yeah.
like with the hammer on, or do a diss track with the hammer in there. No, ain't no way. That's the thing. Most Bammers, I'm just telling you what I know. If a Bama found out that you know that they shot at your wife, dog, they gonna shut they probably not gonna talk to your youngin no more, dog. They probably
But
not gonna talk to your youngin no more.
part of it is also dudes got to understand like the same way you like your wife, you was attracted to her. If she
Mhm.
halfway decent, you know what I mean. Other guys, if she a nice person, all the things that
Yeah,
attracted you
of
to her,
course.
guys is gonna be trying their hand on the sideline and look for opportunities to not necessarily they're not gonna shoot the Steph Curry three or the Jordan Poole
Uh-huh.
three, but they gonna try to like sneak in a shot
Yeah, they gonna
while
try to go
during
through
the
the free throw
timeout. They go
line. Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah,
it's like that's just the nature of dudes, even married dudes. That's just how guys are.
yeah.
And so depending on I don't want to say how attractive your wife is because it's just you just got to understand the other dude. If you like her, there's a chance the other dude's gonna like her too. And guys, it's just in that nature to shoot they shot.
Dog, I'm with you, Aaron. Bama shoot they shot, but this is different when there's a level of like people knowing each other. Like you that's disrespectful to know somebody's wife and then try to shoot your shot. You basically
But
saying
it
like this
wasn't a
Bama not gonna do nothing.
blatant shot though. It's not like he said, "Hey, I'm at the
He said I got
I'm
feelings.
at the Pendry
I I
Hotel.
I,
I
I
liked you the whole time." Like that's like a square. That's no. That shot has never been made in the history of basketball.
that's the
Yeah,
full
that's
court.
the Gump loser joint. Like that's not really going to take in effect unless you get caught cheating and he like the pipe in the glass jar. But just generally speaking, that joint don't work. So it's
Okay.
like that's like you say the Herb, what you call him, the Herb Johnson auto kind of.
Yeah, Herb Johnson auto type Bama. Uh-huh.
So I don't think it's necessarily a real threat. Dudes sound like kind of a lame because if your best friend is no, let me not say that. It's just he just sound like a lame Bama anyway.
Yeah.
If he was closing deals, anything like he was closing like you should be worried about, your wife probably wouldn't have told you because she'd have been thinking about do I want to
That's a
go on this
fact.
ride or not. So she probably
That's a
think it's
fact. So
like
you safe. She probably think he is square. Actually,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
And a
Yeah.
lot of times, especially if the husband is not making a youngin feel like attractive or
Or he
sexy
just
enough,
or not even just that. Sometimes Bama just don't want to talk about the stuff he don't want to talk about. And he willing to listen and hear all that stuff.
facts, facts. But
So
I'm saying
he
her telling the husband
oh
could
yeah,
be
okay.
her trying to like see people still like that episode of Martin where he took the ring off and just wanted to feel what it was like. You know what I mean? To still get action. And sometimes that's your youngest way of saying like maybe you need to do a little more to like
Mhm.
show her that you still attracted to her or whatever the case may be. Because
Oh,
like this stuff happens more than dudes know. Like every day a woman leaves out the house, especially attractive women, dudes are shooting their shot.
yeah,
The
that's a
women
fact.
just don't come home and say, "Yeah, baby, when I got on the train, this dude tried to talk to me. When I got to the Chipotle, this dude tried to talk to me. When I went to what's the little coffee spot they be going to?
Starbucks.
Starbucks, the Bama. That's just the life of
Yeah,
an
that's
attractive
a
woman.
life. Yeah, nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Dog, can he put pause on main man though?
Nah, because he sounded like he a square already. Now if
Yeah,
he
you're
like,
right.
I don't feel like dude. It was inappropriate, but it wasn't like
It
a
wasn't
max
egregious.
level 10. Right. It's not a joint
Uh-huh.
that I just see the Batman when I
He
see
ain't whip
him.
his Lebo out or something. Like, yeah,
Right.
young, what's that? And shit. Like, what?
Like that's the joint where
Yeah,
it's like, okay, this the
yeah, you got max out.
he
Crush
do
that
something
Batman.
else. I'm a black his eye, but right now I'm just gonna look at the Bama sideways when I see him in person. Let him know, like I know what you up to.
Yeah, the Batman not coming around though. He. I yeah, I just yeah, dog. Yeah, he can't come to the house, dog. You let the Batman come to your house, he can't come to the house.
You gonna see him at the Christmas dinner party or whatever the case is,
I
and
might
just
have two boxing gloves on, like walking around the house, like, hey, what's up, dog? What's up? Like, hey, you ain't got never pay in the room if you want to try more. No, I'm good. Yeah, no, that jump wild, bro. Speaking of pump faking, John Morant back in the news, Aaron. It hasn't been that long. 2 months ago, season he got suspended,
and what I
flashing
said
the
they should have
pistol.
done when he got caught the first time.
Would you
They
say
should
the
have gave the
year?
Bama the whole year. They should have gave him a year. Bama's so pressed chasing the bread.
Oh, should have gave him a year. I mean, yeah. So for those who don't know, if you living under a rock, John Morant got hemmed up, got caught in an IG video. It looked like his man tried to put the camera like what is you doing, bro? Like he
Yeah,
tried to turn the camera away quick.
and the joint that just pisses me off, and it's just I mean, we kind of talk about this offline with
Mm-hmm.
Rick, who's really involved with trying to help the youth and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
then one of the issues we kind of have is you got a lot of people that come from the suburbs who aren't involved or haven't been anywhere near some of the stuff that goes on, and they want to kind of dictate to everybody else what the solutions are when they have no clue what's going on. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just kind of funny to me. Everybody keeps saying you got to pick the people you hang around, pick the people you hang around. He the richest dude in the room. He's the bad influence. The dudes he with, they look soft too. Like they pump faking too. He's not around no rough, tough type. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the
There,
joint is
no,
just so funny
Bama, if
watching
Bama's
people talk.
really know what it's like in the streets, the hoodest Bama's is trying to keep you far away from they
Fact,
yo. They telling
fact.
you, young Nick, like young, if I see you around this junk, dog, we gonna blush your melon open. Like, don't come around here, dog. You
You
the
got no
future.
business out
You
here,
got
right? Now
yeah,
they'll extort you, but they not gonna have you in a situation where you know
yeah,
what I mean.
that's
You
a
gonna
fact.
mess up the bag for them too,
Yeah,
because a lot of times that's how they eat by extorting the Bama's that actually got the bread and got
that's
the
a fact.
influence. And so when I look at it to do, people saying, "Oh, you got to pick better friends." Why they putting you on camera? A 20-year-old dude can't go on IG live with his man. Like,
Yeah.
how is that
And that's the culture.
make you
That's
a
what these
bad
young
friend?
Bama's do.
But this dumbass want to pull the strap out again. It's like
Again.
every time he hear music, he got to pull a strap out. It's like, dog, this dude is one of the biggest clowns I've ever seen in my life. Like, ever. If you
No.
go back in the history of like his Twitter and stuff like that, the stuff that he
MC
wants to,
Gusto, dog. This
dog,
man got two parent household, dog. I told you it's his dad's fault,
it
dog.
is. It
His
is.
dad is a gift and a curse because dad is half the reason why he made it to the league. But then
His
he
dad is the
about to
reason
get
he liked that too. Because his dad is probably one of them fake tough guys.
yeah.
You see him mean mugging and stuff in the cameras and
Hey,
getting
yeah.
into it with Bama's. He know can whoop
You
his
know
ass.
the apple
Shannon
don't
Sharp.
fall from the tree, dog. You already know. Pump faking 101, dog.
So how do you resolve this situation if you the NBA?
How do you resolve the situation? Dog, so this is the thing. I'm all around. I actually wrote an article. Y'all gonna be able to see it next couple days. Look out OSS othersideofsports.com. You can go, you can check out the articles. We're gonna have all the articles up with the information on it. Y'all can read it, though. That the the solution to this problem, I think I don't know the solution, dog. I don't to me, I don't clearly he ain't really tripping off of like the consequences and stuff. So they either, I mean, naturally you gonna up the consequences, dog. But
I I would do something so wild.
what would you
Like
do?
so I'm gonna do some black ops like NFL, like these jokers. They be having people employed and doing little stuff behind the scenes that people
Oh,
have
Ray
no
Don,
clue
you gonna
they
do a Ray
involved in.
Donovan type move?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay some Bama's to press up on them and apply pressure to the Bama and scare this nigga straight. That's what I would do if I was. They got the bread. I'd be like, look, now that we don't want nothing to happen to nobody,
Hey, dog,
but
hold
every
on.
time
That joke, hold on. This joke risky, dog.
it
Cause,
is,
cause you
but
know
it's the
pump
only
fakers.
solution. It's the only solution because we know
You
guys like
can't. You
this
taking
growing
the
up. It's
taking the
always
bread away.
fake
Yeah.
tough guys don't listen until something crazy happens. Till you lay them down, they laying in a box or you know what I mean, or sitting in a cell. But we know guys like this since the beginning of time, though.
Dog, hold on. Do the guys you pay? Do you let them beat them up like for real?
Nah, you just gotta, cause what it is with
You
social
have
media,
you have
like
them you have them sit them in a room with the
no,
real
no,
with the
I'm
real
having them
pressure.
press up on them for real, like constantly though. It's like everything. All these guys want to look like rappers, like
So
the
when
whole dreads, the
he don't he want to
tattoos,
get all the way away from this show.
what
Like
they
when it,
posting the money on IG. They all want to look like street guys and rappers. Like it's
uh-huh.
all like a facade. It's a costume party that everybody. It's like cosplay for niggas.
Uh-huh.
Everybody. It's like the whole youth. It's like you can't even discern the Bama who got a master's degree at that
Uh-huh.
age bracket from the Bama who's really in it. They all want to dress this like it's no
Uh-huh.
distinguishable differences other than. You know what I mean? If you from that element, you could kind of tell like this
Yeah,
dude is
yeah,
faking and this dude's
yeah,
not.
yeah,
So you want to play cosplay? I'm gonna play cosplay with him. I'm gonna sit.
yeah.
I'm gonna pay the Babbas to press up on him. Like, look, you can't hurt nobody. We not doing this. We not doing that. But this nigga need to learn a lesson. Like, every time this Bama go out, like he posting on IG, show up. Like, you gotta scare this Bama straight. Stay in the house to where he think Bama's is really on his neck, and he gonna really stop throwing up the signs, and he really gonna want to be inside.
Dog,
It's risky,
that's
but
innovative right there. Dog.
but it's risky. But either way, he gonna end up being in a situation where he gonna be out the league because that's just
Dog, that listen. I said it after the first incident. I'm like, dog, I've seen this story before. I don't know, and this is a quote out of the story. I don't know if it's worse to make it like not make it to the league, like have all the talent in the world and never get there, or get there and get kicked out of the jump. And the way this is headed, he getting kicked out. Now, some people, shout out my man E, he talked about like Nike going to drop him and stuff like that.
he
I
ain't saying
don't
nothing
think
about
so.
no Jews, so he ain't
That's
getting
what.
dropped.
There you go, dog. I'm saying his as long as his rhetoric is not
As long
not
as it's anti-black, and as long as it hurts the black image, it's not gonna be a problem. As long as he leave the gays alone and the Jews alone and the white women alone, he ain't gonna have no problems. That's just what it is.
dog. I think that it's gonna be tough for him to like kind of I would say escape.
They harder on
They go
Kyrie than they are on this belt. It's just
yeah. They gonna press him though. I think the league gonna try, put harder punishment on him. But I just don't like you say, I don't think it will be enough, dog. Everybody's gonna want him to learn a lesson that the punishment they gonna give is not gonna teach him.
I'd give him 2 years knowing he gonna appeal it and get it knocked down to one, but I'd make him disappear. Like if I was the league, I'd be like, I'm no longer in the John Morant business and make him earn his way back in. It's similar to the situation we were looking at with Josh Gordon in the league, and everybody's like, dog, he was on his way to probably becoming the next best receiver. Like he's in that T.O. Randy Moss bracket, that mold. And so you look at that and then see where he is now, and it's like everybody assumed he would be like, okay, I'm gonna learn this time, I'm gonna learn this time. But when it comes to addiction and just being dumb and taking bad influences from the culture, like some dudes just never learn.
They just never learn, dog. It just
So you
never
got to
learn.
bury him and make him earn his way back. You can't just assume, you know what I mean? Like y'all, like they approaching it. He is one of the young faces of the league, definitely
He
young
is.
American faces of the league. And it seems like they were trying to make him the next one. But
That ship is
he
sailed.
hasn't shown that he can be trusted with that level of responsibility. He doesn't
No.
like. We look at how I think we take for granted how well LeBron handled all that pressure
Ron has had a pristine
without a father, and to just be able to manage
his
all
record
those,
has been so clean, dog.
yeah. And it's just to me, I think again, like we just taking it for granted, like how hard all of and his pressure was
Yeah,
way worse than this dude. Like
way worse.
this
Yeah,
man coming out of high school supposed to be the next one getting compared to Jordan out the gate. At least
yeah,
with Ja, everybody thought Zion was going to be the guy, so he kind of flew under the radar a little bit, but he
mm,
just ended up being a better NBA
yeah.
player and a bigger superstar and healthier. So he
Hmm.
ends up being able to show his abilities. So I think you just buried a guy and make him earn his way back and show that this is where he wants to be.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that when it comes to like a black person
You
getting that
already
kind of
know,
money,
dog. That don't
but
hurt me, dog.
but
It's
these
like watching my nephew or my little brother or something and just, but yeah, I don't know, bro. That jump. Yeah, you right. You just gotta bury him. Either you doing Ray Donovan tactics to bring him into submission, or you just give him 2 years and just have him appeal and maybe you can cut it down to one. But I think that that's the only thing that would give him a wake up call to be like something's got to give. When your dad can't sit at the court side of the games no more, he gonna be on your neck too. So yeah, that jump tough. Celtics and Philadelphia 76ers, dog. They fired Doc Rivers, gave him the axe. Was it his fault?
everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people like to contend that he's not that good of a coach. And you see some players kind of taking shots at him, like we saw Blake Griffin recently. There's a clip that's been
Mm-hmm.
circulating talking about him not making adjustments. I don't know that I watched that team and his teams that closely to
Mm-hmm.
be able to say whether it's his fault or not. But what I will say is what I do watch is Embiid. And just like Kyrie, I was one of the first guys to be like, dog, he's not who you think he is. Like, some guys are just stat stuffing and you don't want to say loser because he's won more than Kyrie has won and Kevin Love without the help. But there's a ceiling on some of these guys. He's always
Yeah,
out of shape. He's not healthy. He wants to be a small forward and a wing guy instead of dominating in the paint. And all of these things come back to haunt you at a certain point.
that's a
They got
fact.
a lot of talent on that team.
You're
A
an
lot of talent on that
MVP,
team.
dog. You cannot score only 15 points and 8 rebounds as the MVP in a game 7 must win.
And they
That
were
is
up, what, 3-2
unacceptable.
or 3-1? They were up 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2.
So they had two chances to close it out. And it's just, they
Unacceptable.
got to reevaluate how you view him in the league. Maybe he's a two.
I mean, to me, this just shows that the voters got it wrong. He's
I
not
think
the
that's separate
MVP.
though. I think that's separate. I don't
To
think
me, to me, unfortunately, I think it's connected. Because if you're saying that this person is the best player in the league as
that's not
far
what
as
it is though. That's not what most valuable player is. That's why
okay,
otherwise LeBron would have got it for 10 years straight. Jordan would have got it for 10 or 11
okay,
years straight. It's not the best player in the league. It's the most
okay.
valuable that season. His numbers was off the charts.
His numbers were good. I'm not gonna hold you. But dog, you gotta put that with a win, dog.
You do. And
And
that's the
not
thing.
not
People
even
gonna
like it
question
wasn't
it.
like they got blown out or they was down like, down 1-3 or something like these Bamas was up in the series. Yeah, it's an epic it's an epic collapse. It's an epic collapse.
He can't be the best player on your team if you're gonna win a chip. That's just what it is.
Mm. So you put him in that two category here, number 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
guys like that though. It's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
guys in the league that are like that. You probably got maybe 3 to 4 guys who can be the best player on the team,
That's a fact.
and you have a chance to win. We talking LeBron in his prime. You talk about
Mm-hmm.
Giannis,
Mm-hmm.
KD. You know what I mean? It's like a small handful of guys,
Yeah. Nah, I agree. Agree.
and it's even harder at the center position in this day and age because the game is played outside in now and not inside out like when we were
That's a
growing up.
fact. Yeah.
So to have a guy who can dominate the way that he could, because there is a lack of centers,
And
if he
then
just
not dominate,
wanted
you'd
to
be
get in
like,
shape and run up and down the court, then it just for me it makes it tough. It's like if you put Shaq in this game today, dog, it would be crazy.
40, 20, and 10
10 blocks every night,
every night, dog.
but you gotta want it. Like people can't
Yeah,
want it
that's a
for
fact.
you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And just like with Zion, if the first tell is the guy's discipline and desire to be in shape. Like you shouldn't
Mm,
have. That's the first. That just comes with athletics. Like
yeah.
this is your job. If the guy doesn't want to be in shape, then I don't even want to have a conversation.
Don't want them on the squad, though. That's a fact.
As the best player on the team, that what are the players who are less talented going to do?
They gonna follow suit. They gonna follow suit. And that's what made Kobe so different, dog. This Bama would shun and ostracize players who didn't work as hard as he worked, dog.
That's what the Wizards need, and I think that's what the Warriors need, and that might be what Embiid needs.
Mm. Dog, speaking of the Wizards, they got a 0.6% chance of getting the number one pick tonight.
6.7%.
Yeah, 6.7% chance. You think it happened?
Hell no.
We getting the tall Bama, what's his name?
Victor
7'2".
Wembanyama.
Victor. We getting Vic.
They
Vic
wouldn't do
coming to
nothing but ruin the
Washington.
Bama and put them on the
You
bench. You know how the coaches here do. Young guys, you get buried on the bench unless you came from
no
Israel.
stop. No,
Send them to
Vic.
LA to help LA
Hey,
win a chip.
Bama's already got this. Bama's the number one consensus pick across the world, though. It's not. I never. This is since LeBron. This is the only time where it's just been like everybody's done said it's Victor. Like
Zion, they did that with
you get
Zion
one.
too,
They
except for
did.
me. Other than me, everybody else was saying Zion no brainer number one.
Dog, Zion can't get off the couch, dog. That Bama
Or the
just
table.
yeah. That Bama at the balls, big boy,
Oh,
going for second and thirds,
laws
dog.
of physics is undefeated. Get in shape or be out the
Oh,
league. You choose.
dog. So I mean, everybody, there's a lot of excitement, I guess, in Washington. Switching gears for a moment, because now we got Joe Harris Group. They now officially in charge of the Washington Commanders team. First order of business, Aaron. What they got to do?
They can't do it at this point
Uh huh.
because they don't have
I
the
know.
balls. But what
They,
I would do if I took ownership is fire the head coach.
hey, I done wrote an article detailing all the things that the Washington new ownership group need to know about this team, though. And right now, Ron Rivera, y'all gonna see, though. Y'all gonna see 500 level football coming right up.
Once you know something's not going to work, at what point do you cut your ties and just move on? It's like if you on a vacation with your young and you on a cruise, y'all on a 7-day cruise. On the third day, you realize this joint ain't gonna work. Like I don't, it can't work. Do you tell her
You
right
gotta,
then and
you
there,
can't get, you
or do
can't
you
get off the
wait till you
boat,
get
dog.
right, or do you wait till you get back on shore and back at home to say? It's just like at what point do you cut your losses? So it's for me.
uh,
It's just and if it's like what if on day 5 when you haven't cut your losses she end up pregnant? It's just like cut your ties now so nothing else terrible can happen. So he can't break anything else. They can't evaluate another player or make another decision on a
oh,
roster spot or a quarterback.
get them
Just
out of
cut your
here.
ties and move forward. You have
You right.
competent guy in Eric Bieniemy. Del Rio's been a coach, even though he a racist and I don't rock with him. You got
Mm-hmm.
other competent Bamas
Mm-hmm.
competent there that you could make
Yeah.
what
A
do you call
pivot
it
to
a
switch, change.
temporary head coach or whatever
Yeah,
what they
yeah.
call him
Interim.
interim head coach.
Mm-hmm.
But as long because he's the GM and the head coach essentially, he's making all of the football decisions. That has to you got to pump the brakes on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta pump the brakes on that. So hopefully Josh Harris he'll do his homework and do his due diligence to see just the level of mediocrity that exists in Ron Rivera and want to make a change sooner than later, dog. Maybe even as early as later in this season to just cut bait and start afresh, dog. Start afresh. You think they're gonna mess with the name or change the name, or they just not even think about that?
I don't think so. I think because of all the legal ramifications,
Mm-hmm.
um, they're just gonna leave it be. But it's trash.
Yeah, it's trash. It's a conspiracy theory going around, Aaron, that
Did you create
the
it?
not well Stern's orders has
You
been
godfather the joint.
Stern's orders has been in effect for a long time. Since we've been in existence, we've had the Stern's orders, right? This is a
From the
this is
grave.
a offshoot of the Stern's orders. It's an offshoot, Joe. But there's a rumor that the Lakers and Celtics is going to the finals and it's already stamped. is written in the NBA Stearns Order script book. Do you believe it?
Because they each got 17 championships to see who going to break the tie.
Yeah.
So let's say this. Do I believe that there's a script? Like, there's been a lot of jokes based on like the NFL that it's a script because your man Arian Foster came out and said something, and then Bama's was running with it wild on social media. I don't think it's that, but I do believe dollars,
Makes
markets matter,
sense.
and so when they look at these things, I think the league would be like, oh, that would be nice to have Lakers Celtics. That would probably be the biggest. Because after the LeBron Steph series, I
Hmm.
think there's a huge drop off. But maybe
Okay.
Celtics and Lakers could be the next best thing. You know, you
Okay.
get those two markets in the finals, and you'll have the most eyes, and that
Hmm.
translates into dollars for something like the league. So I could see where they would be hopeful that would happen, and there's little things you could do to kind of nudge it or influence it that outcome. But I don't think they like drawing up like a Game of Thrones HBO series type script to get Bama's sucked
Oh,
into
to get him
watching the
over the
joint.
hump.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Okay. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. What else is going on, dog? Anything else out there?
The
I
DC
forget this.
Defenders got smacked by Arlington in the championship game. They came back and made it close, but
Mm-hmm.
close-ish. But everybody thought they was gonna smoke Bama's, but
Oh.
they lost.
Yeah, they probably had people betting on the jump because whatever it looked like it's going one way. That's when they.
Snatch.
Dog, I'm telling you, Denver should win this series against the LA Lakers. Dog, but Stern's orders always
Should they?
prevails. I think they should, dog. They're
It's
a
gonna
better
look real
team.
different with Jokic not playing against Aiton every game because he
Aiden,
was
Aiden
smoking them
start,
boys
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
series.
Nah, and I think Jokic gonna do the numbers no matter he playing against. But I just think that the supporting cast, I don't know. Like this is big time basketball. This is the highest level. I don't know they're ready for the type of eyes and fanfare. Bama's ain't even really watched their series against the Suns like that. First of all, it was coming on 10 o'clock at night. Bama's wasn't really. I
Ain't
mean,
nobody
people were tuned in.
watching no Denver whoever series in the finals, dog. You could cancel Christmas on that, even if that means a white boy getting a chip. Who they gonna say should have been MVP? Dog, it's not happening.
Hey, I
Marketing
got I got
team,
I got Lakers, dog. I got the Lakers.
of course.
I got the Lakers. I got this. The Heat really is a tough squad that could get past the Lakers, though. I mean, get past the
When is
Celtics.
Bama's gonna stop the Jimmy Butler hate? That's the question.
The hate is done. I
It
never
gotta
hated Butler.
it gotta stop. Bama's is haters, dog. The Bama with that team in the Eastern
Remarkable.
Conference Finals. I don't hear nothing about the Bucks. I don't hear nothing about Embiid. The same Bama's that be slobbing these losers
That's a
and
fact.
gonna hate on Jimmy Butler. Like, stop it.
That's a
You,
fact. We gonna see, dog. We tuned in. Follow us at OSS 980 at Other Side of Sports. Uh, like I said, we got the website under repair, under construction. You know, we got the little construction jump. 24 hours, that junk gonna be right. By the time this episode is aired all across the world, we gonna have the information for you. We got one article on that junk that's going it's gonna get y'all buzzing, dog. Because we talk about the media in this town in its entirety. So make sure y'all check that out. Make sure y'all share. Like that's the currency that everybody has that y'all can give. Is sharing the content around. It don't cost you nothing to share the content. We appreciate everybody who rock with us. Shout out to Wes Buffy. Shout out to Wes, my man Chris, my man Mike, John, everybody who rock with us heavy. Sports Talk Tasha, Jenny Garcia. If you are interested in utilizing this platform to like promote your small business, definitely you can reach out OSS 980 and get in touch with me. Um, we'll today's price is not gonna be tomorrow's price. I'm just trying to tell y'all, y'all better get ready. Uh, anything else, Aaron? We out.